I can mostly speak on just my personal experience and what I found that's worked for me. And I think a lot of people underestimate the importance of being self-sustainable, especially when you're facing adversity. For me, I had to overcome a lot. And what I mean by a lot, to put into context, I definitely grew up in not the most favorable household. Both my parents were divorced. And unfortunately, I had to shift a lot between households. And not just, my mother's or my father's household. There would be other people in the picture, whether my mother was involved with other men in her life, and that came with a lot of challenges. And not just that, also dealing with an absent mother for a majority of my life. With experiences like that, depending on where you're growing up, you either see a lot of the same things, or you learn through example of other people around you that if they're successful, I can be successful too. And I looked to a lot of other people that I had in my life. I was very thankful to have so many inspiring people in my life, not just friends or classmates. I had teachers, I had very smart, very talented, very amazing people to look to as an example instead. And I feel like regardless of your race or your socioeconomic status, you really need to find that person or that role model. Everyone really truly needs that person to look up to. For me personally, I had my dad, of course. My dad is definitely my biggest role model, but I also have teachers now. I have friends, and they give me more of a reason to want to strive for a better future and strive to be the best version of myself, because you don't want to end up like a statistic. You don't want to end up like people that you see around you, and that should give you enough motivation to want to be more and do more with your life. Because I take it from one person who I talked to a few years ago. I was suspected by people who didn't really know me too well, mind you. I was going to be pregnant at 16 or 17, or I was going to drop out of school. And knowing me, I mean, I knew myself better than them. I never really planned that. But this is what people think of you immediately when they think of your circumstances, or they think of the adversity you have to overcome. So as you approach college, as you come into the future, as you come into the real world, so to speak, don't come with that chip on your shoulder. Be ready to embrace the role models you already have, the support you already have, and be prepared to be self-sustainable, because unfortunately I may not have those support systems forever, but you can absolutely stand alone on yourself, and you can be someone more. I think you can.